The Dice Odyssey. Hey there folks, welcome to the Dice Odyssey. I'm Kaz, and today I'm just going to do kind of a video log or video blog or whatever you want to call it on the last 2.5 months or so since I began, posting videos on YouTube. Nothing scripted, which most of the time things aren't really that scripted on this show, but I just wanted to talk to you, the viewer, about what's been going on and what made me really decide to start doing this and why, ultimately, just to give you a little background on me, I have a beautiful wife, which got me this shirt, best husband in the galaxy. That's subjective, I don't necessarily think I am, but she apparently does. I don't know how many, galactic people she's actually met. That's a big galaxy to go through. But, got 2 little girls, Graysana, Naomi, my beautiful babies. Love them, love them, love them. And, my wife just told me one day, she says, Kaz, this is her saying this, right? This isn't me. She says, you tend to have the personality that people tend to click with. Now, not everyone, obviously, but she did say that, she thought that maybe it would be a good fit for YouTube. And she says, you really like board games. I have a lot of hobbies. I like, going out and hiking. I like, weightlifting when I can. I like to do a lot of different things. But board games is one of my favorite hobbies. Why? I really think, and if you've seen my welcome video, you kind of get the idea. I really think that, for example, we look at the iPhone and we look at the, Androids and so on and so forth, and we look at phones and digital technology and how much it has advanced and how many people actually carry one now. It's a supercomputer in your pocket. And the fact is that we see society more digitally connected, but in so many ways more socially closed off. And it breaks my heart, really. My wife and I, we've traveled the world together. We've been to Brazil, Chile, Argentina. We've been, we lived in New Zealand for a short time a few years back. And, when you go overseas, you get to see humanity in a different way than you do here in the States. Now, I'm not shooting down the States. Love the United States. Think it's an amazing country. Think that God has blessed this land like crazy. We have some of the best that money can buy of just about anything. Really anything. And you really realize that when you go overseas. But I'll tell you, those people overseas, some of them are good friends of mine, or at least friends of mine that I've known for years now. They are so connected. They don't worry so much about putting a phone in their face and getting on Facebook a whole lot. I'm not saying they don't, but some of you who are watching are probably from overseas, and some of you might even be my friends from overseas. But the very fact is that they're connected. And what really, if you ever wanted to know what got me into board games, it wasn't just my childhood. That was part of it. Maybe one day I'll go deeper into that. And it wasn't growing up, in the time frame that I did, playing Monopoly and Uno and all the other games that a lot of people played growing up. But it really was going overseas. My wife and I have done missions work overseas. We're Christians and we love to help people. I love to go downtown and not only preach, but also feed the homeless and do what we can for people that are hurting or in need. And this is not to build us up, make us look great. It really is because we love God and we love people. 2 greatest commandments. But anyway, the fact is, ultimately though, is I saw people overseas, and when they got together, they were having fun. They were having conversations face to face. And a lot of the times it was over board games or card games. And really, it was on the way down to Brazil. I actually played Catan for the first time in early 2009. I'd never heard of it, never played it, nothing. And played it, and it was cool, but I wasn't really invested in it. It wasn't any big deal. Well, fast forward not too much longer after that, I I go overseas and we're playing card games like Family Business and so on and so forth. And that got me more interested into gaming, right? But I wasn't like a collector. I wasn't into the hobby heavily like I am now. As you see on the wall behind me, I'm starting to really build a small collection here. But what really set me off, just skipping ahead a little bit, was going to New Zealand, living there. And there was a guy he was an American, and he was living in New Zealand, and he actually brought Catan Cities and Nights, that expansion. He brought that, I guess, from the States to New Zealand, and he was playing it. And he would invite people over all the time on we're at the missions base that he was staying at. He would invite people over and say, hey, come on, let's go play Cities and Nights. Let's go play Catan. And like I said, I wasn't that interested, but I was interested in getting to know people more. So I would join up. I mean, you would have us and Kiwis, and there was a guy from Germany who brought Bonanza. That was the first time I'd ever heard of that game, one of my wife's favorite games. And we sat down and we played, man, and we had such a great time. At board games, blew my mind. At that moment, I realized for the first time what this really could mean, what this could be for the future of social interaction. And I'm not saying that we don't, that they're the only outlet, but boy, they're a strong one. I mean, I have met some of my greatest friends and some of people that I cherish so deeply in this country and other countries from getting into board games. And the very fact that now I have run a couple of my own game groups. One I've started with somebody else before, and now I've got one that I have, I've actually started myself, and we've got, regulars that come. It's amazing. It's amazing getting to know these people, getting to, some of them were friends before, but some of them I'd never met before, and some people had, brought them along with them, and it was a wonderful time. But it's been an amazing experience getting to know them, having fun around the table, actually enjoying a game together, getting to think, but at the same time put the phones down and face to face, eye to eye. And man, do we need that as a society. So anyway, going into all that, just to bring you up to speed with where I'm at now, my wife, after a couple, not just a couple, several years of this, my wife says to me, Cos, because she's got her own little YouTube, she says, Cos, I think you'd be good at doing a YouTube. I see a lot of people doing reviews of board games, and a lot of people seem to respect your opinion, especially in your circle of friends about games. They ask you a lot of questions. You're somewhat knowledgeable, and I'm not saying I'm the most knowledgeable guy out there, but hey, I do know some more than some of my friends do, because I do keep up with the hobby. But yeah, she said you should go ahead and do this and actually go online with it and talk about it and enjoy it, and give your opinion. Everybody's got an opinion, right? Some better than others. She says give yours and see what people think. And I just wanted to say to you, the viewer, first off, thank you so much for watching this, watching any of our videos. Thank you to the subscribers so far that we've gotten. In the past 2.5 months, I've gotten about 52 subscribers as of today. And quite frankly, a lot of people would say, well, that's not that great. What are you so happy about? Well, the fact is, I never expected to get 10. I never expected to get even, 20. I did this more for fun than for trying to turn it into a business or anything like that, like I see some guys doing. And hey, if that happens one day, great. But quite frankly, this is a new thing for me. This is a new thing for friends of mine who have joined me. Anyone you've seen that have joined me on this channel to do video reviews of any of these games, they've never done anything like this before that I know of. And we honestly have said, amongst ourselves, man, we just have a lot of fun doing it. I don't know why that is. It's like a lot of people are camera shy. They would never want to put themselves out there. But see, the thing is, I do public speaking a lot. People call me to do public engagements. I go out and give, testimony. I speak about certain things in social venues and so on and so forth. I also sing. I'm a singer. I've been asked to sing at different venues. I guess it comes naturally to me to be able to get up in front of however many people that might watch and speak. But yeah, where I'm at right now, I'm really enjoying the channel. I'm really enjoying putting my thoughts out there. And hey, I'm just one guy, nothing special. I'm having fun with it, and I really hope that that comes through in our videos, because quite frankly, we just want to talk to you. We want to inform you. We want to hear from you. You know, I want to have in a sense, a face-to-face on the screen with the people that are watching. And I just want to say thank you so far for even the last couple of months, the ride that it's been, and I appreciate everything that you've done. You know, just in subscribing, that's a big deal. And again, hey, it's been awesome, loving it. I'll engage with you on Facebook if you come over to the Dice Odyssey, at the Dice Odyssey, and you know, I also have a Twitter account. Please come say hello to me. Leave comments. You know, let's get to know one another. This is what it's all about. Board games are supposed to bring people together, and I really am grateful for the people that I've met thus far. Even in the 2.5 months, two and a half months that I've been doing this, I'm grateful for the people thus far that have engaged with me, and we've gotten to have a good conversation. I want to give a shout out to my man, Plumpy Thimble. He's one of the first guys that got in there and actually subscribed to me, and he lives kind of far away. I really would love to game with him, but brother, I appreciate you. I thank you for just always being kind to me, and you know, just being a friend, man. You can be a friend from even far away just with a kind word, you know. So I appreciate you, brother, and I appreciate anyone else who has subscribed and we've gotten to talking. So thank you again, and you have a blessed day, and game away.